Welcome, everyone. We're in Milwaukee, the home of the Bucks, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. You look at Golden State. So here we go. The Bucks win the tip. Lopez, no luck. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Great communication on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Jackson Davis with it. Lillard picks him up. Here's Williamson. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Williamson outside. Back to Curry. Fires for three. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce. Or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Tatum no good. And here they come. Williamson right side. Pointers off the mark. Not a fast start for the Bucks. Looking for the first basket of the game. Here's Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself, is Jason Tatum.
Now here's Green. Outside Curry. Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Curry. Lock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And here is Lopez. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
He is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Here's Williamson. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Tatum. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. A beautiful reverse layup.
We know Tatum's got a terrific jumper, but I like when he pounds that paint too.
Here's Curry. Pass to Williamson. And the layup's good off the glass. Williamson's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Warriors substitution.
The Warriors leader. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said Curry makes your entire five guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Thanks, David. Kicks it out to Lillard. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Warriors leading by 4. And that one's good, Boston.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You cannot measure heart, but Dame's is as big as anybody's.
The throw good, Damian Lillard. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Here's Lillard. Makes it off the glass. Lillard's got 5.
Making it work at close range. Lillard putting his touch to good use in tight.
Outside Curry. Pass to Boston. Curry on the wing. 8 points for him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 5. Six to shoot. Pass to Hachimura. Shoots over Curry. Hachimura, no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Green draws the double. Back to Curry. Shot from the wing. And the shot goes down. 12 points for him.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with us.
18.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
how about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Now, here's Moody. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Chalk up 2 there.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And here's Tatum for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Pajemski with it. Cloak loose. Now Tatum. And Brandon Pajemski gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Here's Pajemski. After the made shot from Cole Anthony. Pass to Moody. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
Bucks trailed by 7. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trace Jackson-Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trace, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson-Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. The things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those stories. Thanks, David.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
They kick it out to Green. Misses the 3. Warriors leading by 5. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
He gets it in there. And the Warriors lead by 7.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
Timeout. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Warriors substitution. Number 5.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Down low. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wood. Golden State on deep. And Green gets it to go.
Brent staying alert and dishing the rock there.
Here's Pajemski. Still without a basket. Pass to Moody. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. Now here's Anthony. Inside. Portis. Second chance shot. Here's Anthony. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Moody. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Knocked loose. And here's the break. Back to Prince. And the dunk by Prince.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
Shot by Pajemski, no good. Bucks trail by 3. Prince in the corner. It's taken away by Peyton. Here's Moody. And the slam by Moody.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And here is Anthony. Pass to Portis. Nice move. Christian Wood grabs the rebound. Warriors leading by 5. Shoots. Moody's shot is off.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now Anthony. And the wide open shot from Green. Christian Wood grabs the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now, here's Moody.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here we go. Peyton heading to the hoop. Wood, high post. Here's Pajemski. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bucks trail by 7. Anthony with it. To the middle. Right wing. Here's Portis. Here's Sims. And so it's the Golden State Warriors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And the Warriors with possession here. 7-point differential. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the Warriors with some changes. Now Curry. Pass to Boston. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Over Lillard. Curry's shot is off. Bucks trailed by 7. Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
Here's Curry. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket.
Curry's got such a great feel and understanding of the game. I mean, he can make a lot happen in the pick and roll.
Tatum on the wing. A 3. He is drilled by Tatum.
Well, Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Curry with the three. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now here's Tatum. 9 points in the game so far. Driving inside. And he makes that one. Tatum's got 11.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Austin, no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
For the tie. Inside, Tatum automatic.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Here's Curry. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar in the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And Dame runs that so well, knows precisely when to deliver that pass out of the pick and roll.
Here's Curry. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And that one's good. Hachimura. And now a 5-point Bucks lead.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Warriors trailed by 5. Green taking his time here. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Rui Hachimura picks one up.
At all times he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action. And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Lillard. He's got 5. And Lillard throws it down.
Look at Lillard rising up there. Wow, didn't know you had that, Dane.
Outside Curry. To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Now here's Lillard. He has 7. Outside Tatum. Lets it go. Draymond Green pulls it in.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And even though Lopez has taken his game farther and farther from the basket, he can still punish you inside.
Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Lopez has got 4 points now in the quarter. Curry goes inside. Lopez with the steal. And now the fast break. Hachimura with the ball. Pass to Lillard. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Tatum. Defended by Moody. 5 to shoot. Hachimura, no good. Jackson Davis with it. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far.
42, the Warriors, 38.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Milwaukee leading by 4. Anthony taking his time here. And Peyton sends it back. Here's Williamson. Out to Peyton. Pass to Moody. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Portis.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Anthony drives in. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Here's Podziemski. There's the pick. Pass to Post. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside Portis. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. And he begged these guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now here's Anthony. Pass to Green. For the 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity. Early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. to change it up.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Lillard looking around. Driving in. Shot clock at 6. Tatum, that's for 2. And good. He nails it. Tatum's got 14 points now in the second half.
You know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Now here's Curry to the right side. Here's Moody. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
You know, Steph Curry is not always looking for his next shot. He's got a selflessness about him that's inspiring.
Lillard from outside trains it from beyond the arc. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Curry gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And the 3 ball is good. Tatum's got 21 in the game.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Different look here for the Warriors.
Warriors substitution.
Here's Curry.
Trace Jackson Davis. Draymond Green. Zion Williamson. E.J. Boston.
Over in the corner, Williamson. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Milwaukee leading by 6. Lillard with it. Now Green defending. Hachimura, no good. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Pass to Boston. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Curry with the 3. They get it again. Here's Boston. Fires the 3. The shot misses.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Warriors trail by 6. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's the Warriors with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Curry outside.
You just will not outcompete. Lillard plays the game with such passion. Dame coming up big on defense. Some young players tend to defer in big moments. Not Zion.
Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Now here's Lillard. There's 57 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Clock at 4. Here goes Tatum. Good D by Williamson. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
It's Curry outside. The rebound by the Bucks.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Trent with the wide open look. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Ball stolen.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Pass to Green from outside the arc. Laces one from 3. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Tatum, that's for 2. No good there. So a close game sees Milwaukee take.